Howdy! Today we're going to do a Feldenkrais exercise that involves lengthening the spine and relaxing the body. And I have Kaylee Schnerman as my student, and we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to say to you and to Kaylee is that with Feldenkrais, it's perfectly okay to fall asleep. I'll keep doing the lesson. She can sleep. It's totally fine. Also, with Feldenkrais, you have to make sure that you don't push your body more than it can go. So if anything feels uncomfortable, don't keep going. Feldenkrais is meant to only move your body in small, limited motions, but still have an impact on whatever the lesson is. So for us, lengthening the spine. Kaylee's going to do small motions with her body that don't harm her or hurt her, and then if she falls asleep in doing that, that's totally cool. So Kaylee, go ahead and lay down on the floor. Excellent. Okay. So first what I want you to do is just mentally scan your body and see how each part of your body is contacting the floor. So first see how your heels are touching the floor. You don't necessarily need to move around. There's no wrong way for your body to be right now. If you're uncomfortable, of course, reposition if you need to. But just see how the heels are hitting the floor, how the calves reach the floor. Work your way up to the thighs, your lower back. Feel how your shoulders hit the floor. Does one shoulder hit the floor a little further than the other? Is one shoulder lifted? At what point does your head connect with the floor? Just be aware of where your body is. Ready? You can go ahead and bend your knees so that your feet are resting on the floor, about shoulder width apart, comfortably. And then just rock your hips forward and backwards so that your tailbone hits the floor a little more securely, and then it lifts up a little bit. Just slowly rock back and forth. Don't do any motion that is uncomfortable or painful. Feel how your spine connects with the floor as you do each of these movements. Go ahead and just do that a few times. And then in a moment you can extend your legs again and just rest. Now what you're going to do, I'm going to lay down next to you in case it's confusing, but you're just going to extend your feet down, point your toes towards the wall, and then slowly bring them back. See how little movement you can do. Just very slowly stretch to where you feel comfortable, and then you bring them back. You do that several times. And as you do that, feel how your waist lifts up a little bit when your toes go down. And notice anything that your neck might be doing. Your neck may be flattening out. Just pointing towards the ceiling. If it's uncomfortable, don't do it. See what you can do. And then do the same thing where you flex your toes up while breathing. And inhale into your chest, and then when you relax your feet, exhale. So just do that a couple times. So inhale on the up, exhale on the out. And as soon as you feel comfortable with that, or if you're done doing that after a couple times, you can rest again. Oh, you can put the feet on the floor though. And then you're going to hold your right thigh under the knee with both of your hands. So just grab under your leg, yep, just like that. And then you're going to gently pull your knee towards your chest while you're breathing. And then as you do that, feel how your lower back reaches the floor each time you do that. Let your pelvis tilt with each of the motions. So whatever your pelvis naturally wants to do, go ahead and let it do that. Like this. Yep, so make sure you're grabbing behind the knee though. And then just like, yeah, lightly pull it back. It doesn't need to be a very large motion. And then the next part of this is you're going to grab your knee on either side with your hands. So about what you were doing before, but with a bit stronger hold. And you're going to just bring your knee side to side, letting your pelvis do whatever it naturally wants to do. Make your body as fluid as possible if you can, breathing the whole time. See how little motion you can do with getting the same results. Deep breathing. And now with the same idea, you're going to try and draw circles in the air with your knee, doing these little motions. See what your pelvis does that way. See if it feels any different. See if your tailbone touches the floor any differently. Do that about 4 or 5 times, and then go ahead and put your legs flat and take a rest. The next thing we're going to do is put our hands behind our head, release them, rest them just where your skull meets the neck. And you're just going to allow your hands to lift the head several times, and try not to make your neck or head do any of the work. Just lift